The dog saluted the colonel, and the officer, who had intended to punish him, burst into laughter. He even returned the salute and awarded the dog a tag in number. It was this decision by the officer that made him a famous dog in America and the highest-ranking dog in the world. A few days ago, Stubby was just a stray dog, living off eating garbage every day and being chased and beaten by people. Starving for days, he drooled at the sight of the bread in a woman's hand. At this time, a troop of soldiers happened to pass by. The soldiers, seeing him in a pitiful state, casually threw him a biscuit. Feeling warmth for the first time, the dog followed the troop to the military camp. Not allowed to enter through the front gate, it could only dig a hole to get in. The dog's cleverness and cuteness made the officer make an exception and let it stay. During its days at the camp, Stubby trained with the soldiers. He not only learned to march in step but also learned to stand at ease and at attention. He could easily complete a 5-kilometer outdoor run and traverse barbed wire. He wasn't even afraid of gunfire. After each shooting session, the soldiers would actively run over and retrieve the targets to view their scores. Soon, Stubby followed Roy to the battlefield. The battlefield was filled with smoke and littered with corpses, but Stubby didn't flinch. Instead, he took the opportunity to prove himself. He would clean up the rats that came to steal food at night and use his keen sense of smell at the front line to dig out soldiers buried by soil. However, these were just the tip of the iceberg of his combat achievements. Once, when Roy and his comrades went out scouting, they discovered that the enemy was preparing to launch a sneak attack with gas bombs. Just as they were about to go back and sound the alarm, they were discovered by the enemy. Fortunately, Stubby knocked Roy down in time, allowing him to dodge the fatal bullets. Roy could only take out his gas mask. Stubby ran all the way back to sound the alarm, while the poison gas had already slowly spread in the air. After Stubby arrived at the camp, he quickly ran to the officer and reminded him to put on his gas mask. The officer also promptly sounded the alarm, notifying every soldier. Stubby then rushed to the nearby village, barking loudly at the sky. The villagers immediately understood his meaning, put on masks, and closed their doors and windows. Roy and his comrades could only hide in the warehouse. As the poison gas was about to approach, his comrade, in a moment of desperation and wit, used a wet towel to make a makeshift gas mask for him. As the poison gas slowly dissipated, everyone was successfully rescued.